Hi everybody, welcome to Tangle Break. My name's Brenda, and today we're going to be doing this tile using the Tangles hollibaugh, jonqual, tipple, flux, knightsbridge, and wysteria. We're going to be doing the 8 basic steps of the Zentangle method. Step number 1 is gratitude and appreciation. I'm thankful for the time that we're able to take a break from our day to relax and draw. And the supplies that we're going to use are a blue Micron 01 pen, a blue-black Micron PN pen, a white Jelly Roll 10 pen, a Zentangle Pencil, an eraser, and a 3.5-inch gray tile. And this tile was inspired by Project Pack 7 from Zentangle headquarters. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and get your pencil and your tile. And step number 2 is the corner dots. Step number 3 is the border. Step number 4 is the string, and we're going to go ahead and get our blue-black Micron PN pen, and we're going to make a 6-pointed star. So just go ahead and start anywhere up at the top and then do an arch, and we're going to come around to make 6 points. And then meet back up here. Okay, now we're going to make cones. So make a point between the 2 points of the star and join them. And that makes your cone. And we're going to do that all the way around. So you just put a point between the 2 points of the star and join the line. And this is a fun tangle to do. It's going to be a little wonky coming out and about, but that's what makes it fun. And it's going to go outside the border here, and it's fine. This was just a guide. Okay, I'm going to grab my eraser and go ahead and get rid of that border. Okay, now I'm going to get the eraser marks, these little pieces off. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw more cones in between these. So they're going to be drawn behind. So I'm coming out halfway up the cone and then going back down into it. So in between each of the cones, I'm drawing these that go behind all the way around. And this one's going to just go off the tile, and that's fine. It just makes it more interesting. Let's see, I'm going to pick a side. I'm going to have it where that one cone goes off the tile as my top. And now I'm going to do the Tangle hollibaugh. So go to the center and just draw a line. And now we're going to aura it and do one more time. So you're going to have 3 lines. Now turn your tile and do the same thing. And you're going to draw underneath what you just drew. And we're going to do 3 lines. and just keep turning your tile and drawing underneath until you fill in the space. Okay, now get your blue Micron 01 pen, and we're going to pick a cone and do jonqual. So just make a line down the center of the cone and then split those halves in half. And then we're going to make some V's. So starting on the left-hand side, I'm going to make a V going across that line and then do another V. And that's it. Now I'm going to aura the V's all the way to the top. And I'm going to aura the V's all the way to the bottom. Now I'm going to fill in every other box all the way down. Okay, on the next column, I'm going to alternate the boxes that I fill in. And I'm going to do the same thing on the next two columns. Okay, turn your tile and we're going to go straight down to the cone directly across from it and do the same exact thing, making jonqual. Okay, next we're going to do the tangle called flux. So we're going to go right beside the cones that we were just working on. And to make flux, you just go up, around, and back down. It's just like a little leaf shape. And I'm going to go to the left and I'm going to go to the right, just randomly filling in the whole space. And I'm leaving just a little gap between some of them. And I'm going to be filling that in with the blue ink. So just fill in the whole area with these little flux shapes going in, around, and back in, out, back in. Okay, now I'm going to put a single line in the middle of the flux leaf and then fill in the spaces around the flux with the blue ink. Okay, go directly across and do the same exact thing in this cone. Okay, for the next cone, we're going to make a fun little design, and it's going to start with a line, and we're going to make an aura and a band. So we have 2 cones left on this first section. So draw a line going across, aura it, which makes a band, and then skip a space and do another one, another band. Skip some space and do another one. However many that you can fit in your cone. And then in the band, you're going to put in orbs. Now we're going to make little triangles coming down from the band and fill them in and leave a little space between them. And then at the bottom of the triangles, just draw a little line so it goes underneath. So now we're going to go to the band above it and alternate where we have the triangles going up. So they're going up actually between the two triangles that were below the band. And now above these triangles, we're going to draw triangles coming down, fill them in, and then we're going to connect the triangles with a little line. And that's our design. So now we're going to go to the next band and put in triangles going up in between where they were underneath, filling them in, and then above them, drawing triangles coming down and connect the tops with a little line. And do the same thing all the way to the top. And I'm going to draw one more band because I have room. Put in the orbs and then do the triangles. Okay, I'm going to turn the tile and do the exact same thing on the cone directly across from it. Draw the bands. Put in the orbs. And then put in the triangles. I'm going to pull them down from the band. And then draw a line connecting underneath and the little tips of a triangle you can picture. And then just do the same thing on the bands above, alternating the triangles going up, and then bring them down and connect them. Okay, the next tangle we're going to do is knightsbridge. I'm going to pick the cone in between the design and the flux. So I'm going to, on this one, I'm going to bring down 3 lines, and they sort of curve to match the cone. And now I'm going to have the lines going the other way and curving these. And knightsbridge, Looks very similar to a checkerboard. So now I'm going to just fill in every other square, every other block, and it will look like a checkerboard. Okay, I'm going to go to the cone directly across from it and do knightsbridge here. And for this one, I'm going to start at the top and bring down my lines. And I think for this one, I might just go for 4 lines. You can do as many lines as you want that would fit in your cone space. And I'm going to go around, R-ing my lines all the way down to make my checkerboard. And then just fill in the boxes. Okay, the next tangle that we're going to do is called tipple. And this is a very easy, fun one to just fill in the areas. So let's pick which cone we're going to do. Let's go with the one between jonqual and flux. And tipple is just a series of orbs, random orbs in all different sizes, filling in the whole space. And when you have a little space between the orbs, you can just ink it in with the blue ink. Okay, go directly across from here after you fill in the last little bit and fill in tipple. Now we have 2 cones left, and we're going to do the tangle wisteria. Wisteria is very similar to hollibaugh, except you're just going to draw wavy lines. And we're just going to do a wavy line, aura it, and then turn your tile and do another one, drawing underneath what you previously drew until you fill in the whole space. Okay, next go ahead and fill in the spaces between the wisteria lines. Okay, so now come to the last cone and do the same thing with wisteria in this one. Okay, now it's time for step 6 to shade. But since it's on a gray tile, we're going to do the opposite and highlight. So get your Jelly Roll 10 pen, your white Jelly Roll 10. And we're going to go through and put highlights. And it'll make it pop against the gray. So we're going to go back to the jonqual where we started on the cones and fill in the blank spaces. Okay, next we're going to go to the design that we did with the little orbs and the triangles. And I'm going to put the white jelly roll on all of the orbs on the bands going across. Okay, next I'm going to put highlight on some of the wisteria lines. I'm going to leave some of the bottom ones just gray and just highlighting the top. Okay, next I'm going to go to knightsbridge and fill in the squares on knightsbridge. Okay, next I'm going to go to the tipple and just highlight several of these orbs. I'm not going to do all of them, but I'm going to randomly highlight going around. Okay, next on the flux, I'm just going to do a line beside the blue line that's in the middle. Just a quick little line just to highlight the flux leaves. Okay, next on the designs that we did with the orbs and the triangles, I'm just going to go in and fill in some of the spaces with the white jelly roll. Leaving some of them gray and just filling in others, just random. And the last tangle to highlight is the hollibaugh in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and put the white jelly roll on the left-hand side, the left band of all of the bands that we made. Okay, so now grab your blue-black PN pen, and we're going to go back over some of the lines just to make them a little crisper. And then step 7 is initial and sign. So write down your initials or your chop. And the white jelly roll is still wet, so I'm not going to turn it over on the back. But the tangles we did were hollibaugh, jonqual, tipple, flux, knightsbridge, and wysteria. And I hope you enjoyed our break today. I always enjoy using the white jelly roll. I think it's a lot of fun. And I will see you next time on Tangle Break. Bye for now.